So my review is going to be over the DCV 580H. I'm going to try to make this a little bit quicker. I don't know what the diameter of this is. It's probably maybe an inch. But this is a very, very powerful vacuum. It's like a little shop vac, to be completely honest. It has a lot of power. I got it because I have cats, I have kids, and there's an endless amount of messes that I have to clean every day. This was just, to me, made more sense to grab this than to go buy something I can plug in each outlet, and you know, it's compact. One thing that I would kind of complain about a little bit is the hose really isn't that long, but it stretches pretty good. But it's also, you know, this is supposed to be a compact unit, so it's not really going to have a big hose. But I do kind of wish that there was a space under here, maybe another case that would store attachments, maybe another extension hose or something. Not a big deal to me, though. I could really care less. I use it with a 6 amp hour battery, and I've got 2 of those, and I've got an 8, and I usually just put the bigger ones on here just for runtime. You can use a 2 amp or a 3 amp, or even a 1.5 if you want, but obviously the smaller the battery you get, the less runtime you get. But with a 6 amp hour battery, this thing probably runs, I don't know, half hour. I might be wrong, and I've never really kept track, but it seems to run for an eternity. One thing I do want to cover real quick is people complain about sucking up fluids with this thing, and once you do that, you know, the filter gets saturated and you can never get it to dry out and it doesn't ever work again. Well, anyone that's ever used a shop vac and sucked up water probably knows that if you take this filter off, there's a little check ball inside, and when the check ball goes to the top here, it will keep this thing from overfilling. To get this canister off, and I'm not going to do it just because I got one hand on the phone and one hand holding this, but you simply just twist it right here where this detent is, and the filter comes right off. You can do it with one hand. So this is a great little vacuum, to be completely honest. It's really becoming probably one of the most used things I have, which is really absurd. I would have never thought a vacuum would have been something I would use nearly every day. But this doesn't twist. This just stores in the handle because obviously it's tapered, or it's got a, you know, a flat surface, so that stores in there. Let's get cracks and stuff. And then on the other side here, you got the that, and that works great for the cat litter and all the other stuff. This thing has got enough power to suck up one of my kids' socks. Now, obviously, they're not full-grown kids. They're one's 8, the other one's 5, but it'll take one of their socks and eat it. I mean, I don't know how it gets through this hose, but it does. And it's a real stretchy hose. I mean, it nice and elastic. I got this simply because I got this really good stuff. That makes sense. Anyway, that's my review of it. I really don't have any plans to it. I think it's fun. Talking about something I take with me to work.
No había empezado a grabar.
No. Cortes. ¿Con cuchillo?
¿Aquí?
Ya.